y'all, it's Elisha, and welcome back to Elisha's Crafty Hoplop. It is Friday, y'all. Friday of the Memorial Day weekend. If you're in North America, happy Memorial Day. Happy, I forget what it's called, the May 2-4 it's called in Canada. And Memorial Day here in America. So for everyone in North America, happy holiday weekend, y'all. I know it's not going to feel like a typical holiday weekend, just because most of us would be at barbecues or in Canada at people's cottages. And typically this is the weekend that New Yorkers start going to like summer places. So it's anything but typical. I know that. In fact, this morning when I woke up, y'all, I didn't even realize it was Memorial Day weekend. And I said to my husband, how odd is that? That's weird. It's a big deal here in America. Not just because of the sales, but also it just is. Like normally you have big plans. And Canada's like that too. The May 2-4 weekend's a big deal. So I think it struck home today how much this pandemic can affect our day-to-day lives. But you know, folks, I was watching something on TV last night while doing my cleanup. And it's like a modern day take on Sugar Magnolias. Those of you old enough to remember what Sugar Magnolias is, it was a movie that came out, and I think it came out in the 80s, maybe the late 80s. And it was about a southern group of women and who were friends. I don't want to do a spoiler alert, but it was one of my all-time favorite movies when I was younger. And I found out that there is a modern version called Sweet Magnolias. That's a TV show. So I saved it for last night for all my cleanup. And it's not as good as the original. And of course I'm going to feel that way because I love the original. And the original was a movie, not a TV show. But it was uplifting, y'all. It's about 3 women who support each other through today's modern version of what crisis looks like. So divorce, raising kids as a single parent, what it's like to not have children when you want to have children, like really sort of legit modern day struggles, but in a very similar way to the way that the movie did back in the 80s. Anyway, it was very uplifting. And one of the things that it reminded me of is that we have to take joy, even in difficult circumstances. Joy is important for us. And I think we've lost a little joy in this crisis. And how can we not, right? Now, I'd say we're luckier than most because we have crafting. But this message did not go unheard by me last night. And I thought, you know, they're right. We're also stressed out because if we're here in New York, we're always cleaning and disinfecting because we have to be. And so it feels like we do nothing but clean. I'm telling y'all, I feel like that's all I do. Last night, I spent hours, and I mean hours, y'all. Like I disinfected the floor with bleach. I gotta tell you, I just told my husband, we have hardwood floors in our kitchen. I think I'm gonna have to replace them after this. I have stripped the varnish off my floor from Clorox because you're really not supposed to Clorox wooden floors. But in there where I put the mail and my shoes, I had to. So it's like I spent hours cleaning yesterday, y'all, and it doesn't even look like it. I'm telling you, like, because I was disinfecting and I was organizing. Oh. So, you know, my husband said, don't do anything today. Now, this is coming from the man who hates crafty mess. And I had the table cleared, but then I decided after doing all that cleaning last night, it would be a good time to work on Happy Meal. What was I thinking? So I worked on it for like hours last night. And then of course, you know, what's one thing that Crafting with Lillard taught me? Quit an hour before you're exhausted to put everything back. She taught me that a long time ago, y'all. It was a very good piece of advice. Probably the best piece of advice Lily gave me. I know she gave me lots of good advice, but that was maybe the best. Anyway, I didn't quit an hour before I was exhausted. Next thing you know, I'm so pooped. You know why? It was like 3 something in the morning. And I was like, what are you still doing awake? Anyway, I did not put everything back. So I've got Happy Meal on the table, Happy Meal to my right. So I was like, I was telling my husband this all today, and he was like, honey, you know what? You don't have any deadlines. So you know what? I'm not there. Doesn't matter. How about you just do something fun today? So he recognizes that it's hard because like I want to keep him company because he's bored, y'all. Oh my goodness, this poor man, he's immobilized. Just as where he is opens up, he can't go anywhere. So he's bored. So I'm talking to him on the phone for a lot longer than I normally would talk on the phone at any given time or any given day. So that's tiring for me too. Because you all know I just, for whatever reason, don't like the phone. And then you add to that all the cleaning. Well, I'm lucky I'm getting any crafting done at all. He's right. So he's like, you know what? And then in the middle of all that, you decide to do this crafty reorg and reorganize your dies and reorganize this, which is something I do when I feel like I don't like where my illness is at. It's like a coping mechanism, you know? So he was like, how about you don't do any of that this weekend? How about you take a weekend off and you just craft? And I was like, well, there's an idea. So I'm grateful to him. I think he reminded me like the movie did last night. Y'all, we got to take joy where we can. We can't forget that life is joyful. Every day that we wake up is joyful. And it's a blessing. And I think for the last little while, I've just been set on go, go, go. That I forgot, like, how about live, live, live? Yeah. Like, I'm blessed every day to wake up. I'm not making the most of my days. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm making the most out of them in terms of getting things done. But is that joyful? Maybe I could be a little less worky and a little more enjoying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. All right, so there was my lesson. I am excited. I did organize the mail. I did disinfect the mail area. It's all organized. Oh my goodness, do we have a lot of mail to go through. And I'm going to start off today with a beautiful happy mail from Tammy Stampin' Therapy. I'm so excited to share it with y'all. I really am. So that'll be our next video. Y'all know that we have such great news regarding Scary Carrie and Belinda Barton. Aren't we ever lucky to find out that they're doing well, they're recovering? We want continued wishes for them. And, you know, Lizzie's husband, thank goodness, is fine. And, you know, surely a little bumped up, but he's okay. So we have lots to be thankful for this weekend, y'all. And we have loads to be thankful for because Miss Sheila has made a video for newbies. Susan Tootsie Tucker has figured out what she's going to do for y'all. Heather's figured out what she's going to do. I'm going to be announcing a lineup very shortly. But really, we're so blessed because all of the experience makers are answering the call. And they're going to make you a whole bunch of really great videos that I wish I had had when I came onto YouTube. And I'm going to do a fun little tag for the weekend, mostly for newbies, but I'm going to do a little mix for everybody, and I'll be doing that probably today after I do my video for Tammy's Happy Mail, because it was such a joy to get this mail, y'all. It truly was. All right, I'll be back on soon, wishing each of you a happy and a healthy day. I hope you're doing something really great today. I hope you're crafting. All right, see you soon. Bye for now.